Oi, what's the best game where you get to eat pie? What's the best game where you play a dead guy? Aye, you'll find out in VG247's podcast. Here, what's the best game where you swing from a rope? And what's the best game where you batter the Pope? Assassin's Creed 2. Like I said, you will find out in this your podcast.
Right, so we've got 50 more questions to go, so I'm going to try and speed it up.
Let's go 2 rounds at once. Go. No gaps.
2 rounds
go.
at once?
Yeah,
okay,
do
let's do the next 2 rounds in one go.
Just
then.
make
All
Connor's
right.
job harder.
Let's make it an even quicker fire round now. Okay, best game with a terrible Metacritic score.
Well, this is fucking grey, isn't it?
Burns, wanker.
Devil's Third.
That is not good. That is not good.
Croydon fucking rules.
I'm going to say the original Nier.
The original what?
Nier.
All right, Tom gets that one.
That's a
The
really
best
good
game
answer.
that taught you something new. Ori, Croydon.
Football Manager. Loads of players I learned the names of.
All right, give Tom the point for that one. Best game that doesn't feel like a game. Donaldson, Brum.
Football Manager, you just spreadsheeting.
Ori, Croydon.
Jimmy Whiteswell in snooker.
Kelsey, the North.
That's the answer.
Immortality.
Immortality.
Now,
That's
you've
the
given
one.
this to a proper answer. You should have given it to a joke.
No,
answer, Jimmy.
that's the one. That's the one. Kind of. No, it's not. It's a serious show, Tom. Best game that sticks a cool thing behind a big gate you have to weasel your way through. Ori, Croydon. No, that's not Ori. Kelsey, the North.
Silent Hill 2.
Donaldson, Brum.
Ocarina of Time, it happens like 12 times an hour.
I'll give Kelsey the point. Best game in which people keep on just handing you valuable stuff for free. Ori, Croydon.
Any Call of Duty.
Because you just keep getting guns.
Get arms all the time, don't you? Guns, bombs.
An AK-47 is like, it's like $4,000. That's like, did you know how expensive guns were?
I thought it was quite expensive.
Because you live in Britain.
The people in Call of Duty aren't doing it as a hobby, though, are they?
Well, some of them are. Some of them are.
Yeah, it depends which PMC they're from. Like some.
My one.
Wanker.
They're from my PMC. Well, I think Tom's actually right, but again, Streets of Rage, if you consider handing it, just smashing telephone boxes up and getting gold bars and,
And turkeys.
roast dinners and fucking gravy and whatever. Just lurking.
Yeah, because I was so
Lurking.
entertained by the answer, give that to Burns. Best game with a terrible joke that you don't actually mind. Ori, Croydon.
It's that one about the trouser snake.
Yeah, is that ukulele?
Yeah.
That is ukulele.
I'm going to put it out to the floor now because ukulele's shite. Ori, Croydon.
It's ukulele, it's the trouser snake.
All right, Tom gets the point.
I was hoping that would happen.
Best game for role-playing as William Hague. Donaldson, Brum.
It's Crusader Kings again because you're constantly fending off betrayal and then eventually you get taken down.
Ori, Croydon. No, Owen, Belfast.
Dizzy's Adventure,
He used to be egg-like.
and I'm pretty sure that's like why Richie loves it.
Yeah, that's Owen gets the point for that one.
Disney's in that one Disney game called Dizzy's Adventure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not getting Dizzy right?
Dizzy's Parliament Adventure.
A little respect, please.
Best game with an infinite money glitch. Ori, Croydon.
It's not really money, but Destiny had that cave, didn't it? You could just shoot things forever and get stuff.
No, Destiny's special, isn't it? What else you got?
That's the whole game, I think. It's got a cave and you shoot stuff.
Yeah.
Surely it's just GTA 5. I remember that had at launch
Yeah.
like a really prolific infinite money glitch, something to do with the stock market or something.
Yeah, you could pick that guy up, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And take it down to the airport. And give him
Donaldson
stocks
gets the
or some
point.
shit.
Yeah, okay. Best game with the best opening sequence. Ori, Croydon.
And Wake 2.
No, it's Half-Life. Best game with awful vehicle controls. Ori, Croydon.
GTA 4.
No, it's got the best vehicle controls.
It's probably quite
Owen,
Halo.
Belfast.
It's Mass Effect.
That was going to be my answer as well.
This is not Mass Effect. Burns, Wanker.
I was going to say Halo. That's a load of shit anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, the Warthog is fucking toilet. What were you going to say, Connor?
It's Half-Life, ain't it? That boat is awful.
It's not fucking Half-Life. It's Halo, like Burns just said. Give Burns the point. All right, best game with real food brands. Donaldson, Brum,
Crazy Taxi got pizza in it.
Yeah,
Richie, Morgan.
Zool.
Donaldson gets the point.
Cool
best,
spot.
Best game with fake food brands. Donaldson, Brum.
Weird mix because this also had a couple of real ones, but I love how in Shenmue everything except like the two things they licensed is all made by Sega. So it's just this dystopian world where everything from chewing gum to bread is made by Sega. So Shenmue.
I'm happy with that. Donaldson gets the point for that.
I like that in that world there would be people 20 years down the line saying, you know, everyone says bread is great, but actually that bread, if we're honest, was shite.
Best game that you can play one-handed while eating a sandwich or some crisps. Owen, Belfast.
Bayonetta has a one-hand mode.
Nah, that's not it. That's not it.
I appreciate that whoever wrote this question added the while eating a sandwich or some crisps onto the end
That
of
was
this
me.
question to avoid.
Richie, Morgan.
Is it full throttle?
It's not full throttle. Which can be completed in 20 minutes. Alright, it's Vampire Survivors. I'm very surprised that Tom didn't get that.
Now, surely it's a Gran Turismo game if you buy the steering wheel.
Best game that a child could beat you at.
Fortnite.
Kelsey, The North.
Super Smash Bros. Literally
Yes.
any fighting game, but yeah, Super Smash Bros.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
because Smash Bros isn't a fighting game, it's a party game for children.
Well, yeah.
They're all for children, Alex. Come on now.
Heavy Rains for children. Best game that a pensioner could beat you at.
Depends on the
See above.
pensioner.
Owen, Belfast.
Football Manager.
Yeah, yeah. Owen gets a point for that. Best game that has you kill God. Donaldson, Brum.
It's Azura's Wrath.
Yeah, it is actually. Best game that you've completed in one sitting. Kelsey, The North.
Portal.
Whoa, that's a solid one. Yeah, all right, Portal.
I was going to say that game Jim lied about finishing in an hour.
The best game that you didn't expect to like. Very subjective, this one. Ori, Croydon.
The Witness.
Yeah.
You love that, didn't you?
Yeah, you did love that, to be fair.
Strange mental breakdown about it. But
Yeah, me and Burns witnessed that in real time. Give Tom the point for that. Best game with eggs. Owen, Belfast.
I was going to say Metal Gear Solid 4 just to steal it away from him. But that game's not good.
Burns,
So
Wanker.
Resident Evil 4.
Resi 4.
I mean, it's pretty much the best game I've ever made.
All right, Burns gets the point for that. Best game that has a terrible fan base.
Oh.
Donaldson, Brum.
Kingdom Hearts, they've all got like a mad complex. It's like people who grew up with that very young and now they're adults. But anything that they perceive to be criticism, even if it isn't really criticism, they just go mental.
Yeah,
You know
I know
why-
that's quite common in a lot of fan bases, but they're worse than most.
Alex definitely needs the point because that's the answer I thought of but didn't want to say because I'm so scared.
They already hate me, so it's all good.
horrible people.
I'm already on the public enemies list for those guys, so it's fine.
I agree with that. Okay, yeah, that's.
Hold on, Jim. I just want to interject. Do you remember that time when I went on holiday and jokingly said, I won't say the name of the game or the franchise. I jokingly said that this is why the fans of that series should all be killed. And then I went to the spa and I left my phone in the room, obviously, and I came back and it seemed like I've caused some sort of international incident.
All I'd done was say that they should all be
It
killed.
was clearly a joke. You can't kill all of them.
I remember this. I've got a vague recollection of Tom having a real proper panic about this. Oh,
Yeah.
what's Burns done? Oh no. All right, okay. Connor, after those 2 rounds in one go, what are the scores overall?
Alex is on 14. Kelsey's on 12. Burns is on 8. Tom is on 8. Owen's on 8. Richie Morgan's on 3.
Oh, poor
And I'm
Richie
on
Morgan.
We
Poor
couldn't
Richie
just let
Morgan.
him have the egg answer. We just couldn't give it to him.
Poor Richie Morgan. Lagging
Poor me,
behind.
yeah, poor me. Look at me, I'm dripping with concern here.
You think she doth protest too much? Right, okay. Best game ruined by a sequel. Kelsey, The North.
Dead Space.
Yeah, alright, yeah, okay. Dead Space.
What?
Best game with power tools. Donaldson, Brum.
Dead Rising 2 for the
Yeah.
combination, like you get a bucket and you put a power drill into the top of it and then you put the bucket on a zombie's head and it drills their brains out, etc, etc.
That sounds
that's
pretty
good.
good. Alright, that gets the point. Best game where you get bullied, but you can't have bully. Burns, Wanker.
Any Call of Duty game after you turn, say, 29 years old.
Yeah, alright.
It's
Alright,
terrible.
yeah, we'll go for
Dizzy,
that.
apparently.
Burns and Richie get points for that, Connor. Alright. That's a good interjection. Best game that makes you physically sweat. And Richie, not dizzy. Donaldson, Brum.
Rock Band Pro Drums, hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Nah, I'm not having that. Anyone else?
Galgun.
Kelsey, The North.
Wii Sports, but the boxing bit.
Yeah, and it's a cracking game as well.
That was a
Yeah,
whole
alright.
workout.
Kelsey gets the point for that. Best game to make you wake up late for work. There is an answer for this one. Ori, Croydon.
It's Metal Gear Solid 4.
No,
because you
it's
have to
the
wait through the
Settlers.
whole ending.
It's the
It takes
Settlers on the
forever.
Amiga. It's the Settlers, I'm sorry. Best game to escape reality.
Streets of Rage.
You have to buzz in, Burns.
Streets of Rage.
Burns, Wanker. Say it again.
Metal Gear Solid.
Give Burns a point. Best game that's resulted in a broken controller. Owen, Kelsey, Belfast. The North.
Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah. Burns, Wanker.
Again, on holiday, I had a bit of a disagreement with Pez on PSP. And so then the PSP didn't exist for too much longer because of a child. But the answer for me is Pez. Broken many controllers. Many.
Yeah. I think I've witnessed that actually.
Yeah.
So I would. Owen, Belfast.
Metroid Fusion, the Nightmare boss. Played that on the Wii U, and I'd never considered myself that. I always thought when people talked about breaking controllers, I thought you just sound insane. But I did want to smash the controller over my knee, just like, what do you want me to do?
You know what? Because there was a little ripple of recognition when you said that. I think you get the point for that one. Best game you wish you could play for the first time again. Donaldson, Brum.
Very specific one for me. It's Mass Effect 2 because playing that game pre-release, not knowing who else had review code, not being able to talk about it with anyone, the final mission was so thrilling because you genuinely had no idea and no way to check what was going to happen. It was so good. It was like it stands out as one of my best games experiences of all time.
I'm gonna give you that because the reasoning's really solid. I love that. Best game to play during a natural disaster. Burns, Wanker.
Disaster Report or SOS The Final Escape or whatever, which fucking rules.
Surely, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you just.
That's
Or
the
Tokyo Jungle.
escapism.
Tokyo Jungle is the game, right?
Yeah.
And Metal Gear Solid 4 wishes it was.
Trying to get 2 fucking points in one again.
Fuck off!
Right,
Give it then.
give Burns 2 half points, Connor. All right, we'll just go straight into the next round. Best game for role playing. Ori, Croydon.
GTA.
That's
Like
straight.
a whole server set up for
GTA
it, Jim.
Online.
No,
Kelsey,
yeah,
the North.
that was GTA. I forgot to put my hand
There's a
down.
whole
Richie,
subculture of people.
Starfleet Academy Bridge Simulator.
Give Richie the point. Best game that didn't turn out the way you expected it to. Donaldson, Brum.
Final Fantasy VII Remake because it's not actually a remake, it's a sequel.
That's probably the best answer we're going to get, actually. Best game that becomes an addiction. Owen, Kelsey, Belfast. The North.
Hades.
Hades. Is it addictive?
Yeah. Incredibly addictive.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this documented? All right. Okay.
Prove
I didn't know it needed to be.
You're not playing it right now. It can't be that addictive.
I love that all the questions leading up to this are extremely specific games you've fallen asleep while playing. It's like, no proof. Yeah, that's fine. I got addicted to this game. Have you got the paperwork?
Best game that ruins friendships. Kelsey, the North.
Town of Salem 2, which is a social deduction game,
Yeah.
and everyone just hates each other after playing it, in my experience.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
Jim and I got quite heated about because Skyrim and Skyward Sword came out at the same time.
Yeah.
We fell out a few times about that one.
Only one of those games
Did we?
is good, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyward
Mass
Sword
Effect.
turned out to be shite.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 2, because it's that came in. I was working at a magazine company. That came in for review. Honestly, the people going mad about it. I tried to play it for about 15 minutes. What the fuck? Oh, my guns are shit, and I don't give a fuck. The first one's better. There you go. That's the hill I'm going to die on very quickly.
Was Mass Effect the one that we were hearing a lot of, like, what was the game that you couldn't jump?
It was Mass Effect.
Was it Mass Effect?
You can't
Aye.
jump in Mass Effect.
It didn't have a jump button, and we had a mate who complained about it not having a jump button. I don't speak to that guy anymore.
You can't jump in Mass Effect. You just float off. It'd be dangerous.
Kelsey gets the point for that one, Connor, I think. The best game with an offensively bad accent. Burns, wanker.
It feels a bit, I don't know, underhanded because I actually quite like the person who does the voice, but Danny Dyer in Vice City. Because I actually quite like Danny Dyer, but it's impossible to separate. Was it Kent Paul? To separate Danny Dyer's voice from.
Is that Danny Dyer?
I think so. But it fucking better be.
Richie, Morgan.
The UK version is Xenoblade.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty dog shit, wasn't it?
That's just Xenoblade. That is just all versions.
Was it Danny Dyer in Vice City?
it was
It
Danny
was,
Dyer,
I've
yeah.
just checked.
Oh, there we go. Give Burns the point for that one then. I can't believe that. The best game set in Mexico. Ori, Croydon.
Red Dead.
The latter half of Red Dead Redemption.
Was that Eliza Dushku game set in Mexico?
But you mean Wet? That was
That's the
shite,
one.
Richie,
Oh
for
my
fuck's sake.
word. Fucking hell.
Give Tom the point. Best game where you kill cops. Donaldson, Brum.
Payday.
No, it's GTA 3. Best
No, it's
game
Shadow the
that
Hedgehog.
It is.
In the year of Shadow as well.
Owen,
I think I'll have a point, thank you.
Yeah, come on.
All right, yeah, give everyone a point for that
Come on,
one.
yeah.
All right, best game that right-wing people like a little bit too much.
Galgun.
Donaldson, Brum.
Connor beat me to it.
Connor, give yourself the point for that one. Best game that left-wing people like a little bit too much. Owen, Belfast.
Disco Elysium.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, yeah. Best game where you
All
can
the guilty nods. Like, yeah, I know.
Best game where you can shoot someone in the knob and they react appropriately by cupping the area and falling over. Richie,
Goldeneye.
Morgan.
Yes.
Goldeneye had that.
Goldeneye shite, Richie. We've
It's
established
Perfect
that.
Dark, which
Donaldson,
is the better game of
Brum.
the two. It's
Perfect
Perfect
Dark
Dark.
shite as well.
That's the
Burns,
best one.
wanker.
Fucking Soldier of Fortune 2.
That's the one. Give it to Burns. That's
Train
that's the
level.
one.
The train level.
Yeah.
You can chop their limbs
there
off
we
and
go.
throw it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
What are we
rad.
after that round, Connor? What are the scores overall?
Oh, Christ. Alex on 17.
Fucking
Kelsey's on 16. Richie Morgan's on 5. Owen's on 11. Tom's on 9. Burns is on 13.
Wow.
I'm on 3.
Burns is flying up.
Are you
He
gonna
is.
put scores on the screen when you do this in the edit, Jim?
Yeah, I will do. Yeah.
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 Well,
Of course I
I
will.
love how this bit will be left in, but there won't be any scores on this.
This is actually the final round.
Is it?
the last
'Cause I was
10,
going to
yeah.
say I've got to go to a meeting soon.
You'll be so pleased to know. So we've got the final round here, and if you're not a paying subscriber, this is where we say goodbye. I'm afraid.
crazy.
Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're
That's
actually
so
doing?
evil.
Wait a minute, do you need to be a
only
paying
kidding.
subscriber to find out who won?
I'm only kidding.
That was a really
outrageous.
joke in poor taste. Don't worry. All right, okay. Final
That
round.
was reading the room. That was no doubt about it. If we had all gone, love it.
No, because I know.
No, now we should test Jim's honesty and we should all say,
do it, Jim.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing that because that's really that's
Not
horrific.
anymore.
Oh, he's such a lovely guy.
No,
Do you know what?
excuse me.
Actually, let's give him £3 a month for being such a nice, honest guy. Still, on top of all those other things like Netflix, Disney Plus, it all adds up.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Final round. Best game that has a banging original soundtrack. Ori, Croydon,
Metropolis Street Race on the Dreamcast.
Burns, Wanker.
I mean, the answer is clearly The Revenge of Shinobi.
That is a good fucking.
The soundtrack is so good that the fucker's name is on the main menu.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
on the
Owen,
title screen.
Belfast.
Streets of Rage.
The same guy.
Could also take it.
That's the one. All right. Streets of Rage, Connor. Best game with a crap original soundtrack. Donaldson, Brum.
Told this story on the podcast before, so I'll keep it brief, but there's that Sonic game on DS that BioWare made, and what they did is they composed the soundtrack for it without realising that Sega didn't tell them that Sega doesn't own the rights to the music of Sonic 1 and 2, and they didn't realise until literally about 3 weeks before shipping. So they just dropped a bunch of MIDIs in off the internet, and all the instrumentation's wrong on them, and it is horrendously bad.
That's probably it.
Has the original soundtrack been released in some way?
No, I don't think
Has
so.
anyone heard it? That's a shame.
No.
That weird procedurally generated soundtrack on Tasmania on the Mega Drive.
Oh,
Give the point to Donaldson.
That's horrendous.
that is a stinker.
Nobody remembers Taz on the fucking Mega Drive.
I
Richie.
just agreed with
Literally
him.
just agreed with me.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's your mate. Best game with the most satisfying progression. Donaldson, Brum.
Resident Evil 7, the way that starts out, and it's not like the first Resident Evil game, it like traces the path of the entire series in one game, where you start out scared shitless and then you gradually gain resources, and by the end you might as well be punching a boulder.
Ori, Croydon.
No, it has to be Football Manager, this one. Because you can naturally start off managing like some local shit club, and then you're like
Spurs.
and you go on, and then you're in Barcelona and you win in the Champions League.
Connor.
I went to a GDC talk where the Candy Crush people, they have said they're like a team of mad scientists to make Candy Crush the most addicting progression system of all time.
They would say
What
that.
of evil
They
though,
would
that?
say that. You just believe in the hype.
The hype of
right.
evil.
It's Football Manager, Jim. Come on.
Tom gets the point.
Did you,
All right.
Connor? Did you respond to that with prove it?
I want to see the receipts.
Prove it's addictive.
Best game that should have been 30 hours shorter.
Oh,
Donaldson, Brum.
every Persona game.
Which
Every
one
single
specifically?
Any Final
Persona
Fantasy game.
5. Persona 5.
All Final Fantasy games are shit as
Logan.
well.
I was going to say Skyward Sword, but then I realised it would be about 10 hours long.
Take another 5 off and it might actually be good.
Owen, Belfast.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Pretty good. Ori, Croydon.
That's a similar type. Horizon Forbidden West. Just
That's
zero
fucking
zero
shite, Tom.
hours would have been better.
That's fucking dog shit, Tom. Give the point to Owen. All right. Best game that you needed a guide to finish. Donaldson, Brum.
There is a game on the Mega Drive. It's an X-Men game. It might just be called X-Men. And you get to a bit in like the penultimate level, and you approach this computer, and it says reset the computer on this terminal. And what you actually have to do is actually press reset on your Mega Drive.
Oh,
Where at any other point in the game that would just lose all your progress, but in that moment there's a special thing going on with the machine. And how was anyone ever supposed to know that?
That's the sort of wind-up artistry that you have to respect.
yeah. I think that has to get the point.
Yeah, that.
Best game with a broken morality system designed by shitlibs.
Wow, it's the BioWare.
Mass Effect, right?
Burns, wanker.
Yeah, it's
gotta
Mass
be one.
Effect. It's got to be Mass Effect.
Oh,
Yeah, give
wow.
Burns a
I'm making
point.
choices.
What about
Fuck
the
off.
like Spider-Man game where it's like there's some people who aren't doing too well, but they're still breaking the law. And it's the law, so you gotta get down there and neutralize them with some broken necks.
Doesn't Bioshock have that thing where it's with the little sisters where you're like, well, you could be good, but you might also need ammo so you can kill these children for it? You're like, well,
That is actually
I kind of need it.
game as art.
Amazing. Connor, can we give Owen and Burns a point for that? Because I was so entertained by Owen's interjection.
That's the only reason I did well at school. I mean, I couldn't do fucking maths, but I could say, "Hey, teach, isn't this one?"
The best game that your parents wouldn't let you play. Oh, Richie, I want to hear this.
Richie, Morgan.
The Beavis and Butthead game on the Mega Drive.
What did you do in that?
It was just like a point and click kind of puzzle game.
Yeah. It was turbo.
You had to find all the pieces for Guar tickets.
Give Richie a point for that one. Best game
Back
with
to Dizzy. Turn that off.
only eggs for you. Best game with overly harsh penalties for minor crimes.
Carlson, the Drum.
Driver. You know, it's one of those rare games where in a world of GTAs, it's a game where they will actually bust you for running a red light and it'll fail you the mission or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Tom, was your answer going to be Football Manager and something about relegation?
No, it was going to be like any F1 game where you're like, oh, I accidentally clipped him and he's broken his neck and you've got to go and have a 10-second penalty.
Yeah, but that would be better than all the F1 games, though, wouldn't it? Because F1 just should be. Well,
all right, give Alex the point. Best game with lenient penalties for major crimes.
Burns, wanker.
Any of the sort of like the Spider-Man thing, any of the Batman games where it's like I'm a fascist billionaire beating up people in poverty, and they're like, "Thanks, mate. Cheers. Thanks for that. We've got a fucking big light for you as well."
He's what this city needs.
Investment? No, fists.
Ori, Croydon.
It's a bit meta, this on, in that Football Manager, right, it's based on real life. And in Football Manager, it's Manchester City, you get away with everything. Literally, they've got away with everything.
Despot FC.
0 penalties at the moment.
All right. Okay. Now, lastly,
Who got the point for that? Sorry.
That was me, Connor.
It's got to be Batman, isn't it? Come on.
No, it's Burns. Burns got a point for that.
Surely
Burns got a point
it's
for that.
Batman, right?
It was Burns. It was Burns. All right. Okay. Right. Finally.
Is this worth loads of points?
No, this is the last question.
There's no
And,
bonus points attached to it.
This is the last question, and it has an introduction sting that I think you'll all very much enjoy. I think Burns had forgotten about that bit and and had like loads of looks of genuine disdain there, which I enjoyed.
Honestly, I think you should be executed on live television for that. Not on pay-per-view, like on the BBC, so everyone can see it.
It's the last time everyone has to hear it because they play it and they bring the sledgehammer down right at the end.
Dip a Liar just got much more dark.
All right. Okay. There will be a bonus round after this that people are paying for, but for the shit munchers, this is the last question of the entire quiz. What is the best game that Jim Trinka loves? Ori, Croydon.
Morrowind.
No. Owen, Belfast.
Far Cry 2.
I don't like Far Cry 2. That's insulting, if anything. Anyone else? People who've known me for so long. Burns, Wanker.
That Beavis and Butthead game, I reckon.
No.
I'm gonna have to play that after this. Just
Kelsey, The North.
Euro Truck Sim 2.
That's up there. That's probably up there. It's the best answer
Clearly
so far.
Morrowind, Jim. Come on.
It's not fucking Morrowind. It's not
Oblivion.
the best game.
Elder Scrolls.
Wing Commander 4.
Owen, Belfast. No.
Elite.
Babylon 5. Was it a Babylon 5 game?
No, it wasn't a Babylon 5 game. It wasn't a Babylon 5
Oh,
game.
it's fucking
Stargate.
Sleeping Dogs, isn't it?
Stargate.
Owen,
Oh,
there he is! There he is! Owen's got the last point. Owen's got the last point. There's a fucking poster of it right in front of me, which is a
You've
detail
also
that...
haven't you got a Morrowind poster up as well?
No! No, I don't have
Oblivion.
a... No.
Sure, you've got a map or something up
I've
there.
got a
Yeah,
Skyrim
there's a
one
map.
there.
He's got
Have you still got that map on your wall?
You've got
What's that
a
map
poster
of?
of Sleeping Dogs.
I know.
Yeah, I've got a poster of...
You're fucking 8 years old.
It's really tastefully done. It's like an
Oh,
artwork.
yeah.
Sure.
Good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's up in the living room as well. My wife fucking hates it.
Just a sleeping dog's poster in every room of the house. even the baby's room.
When I first started to get to know Jim, I used to go into his house, and in his living room was a framed picture of Captain Kirk
It's true. That is
on
true.
the wall.
That's
Yeah.
not surprising.
Is that true?
Yeah,
It's true,
yeah.
100%.
That's
Honestly.
so dire.
Yeah, it's
dude.
really
That's
tasteful. It's
unreal.
really, it's a good print.
Total you can cut this video on. Total magazine, I think it was, gave away a poster for Wolfenstein 3D when it came out on SNES, and it was that like Nazi zombie, like completely flayed, and I put it on the outside of my bedroom door, and I was quickly disabused of any notions that would be staying up. But yeah, I wish I'd frame that and put it in the video, Jim. Not Captain fucking Kirk or Sleeping Dogs or whatever insanity.
Right. Okay. I'm sure everyone enjoyed Burns' outburst there, so I think Burns should get another point. Just as one last little gift.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. What?
Sorry.
Fucking
Which is
the
like-
Mario Party star
fucking-
right at the end. There you go.
20 minutes ago, Richie was just like, I don't give a fuck about any of this. I'm above this. And now he's like, oh, just give Burns a fucking point, will you?
Hey, I don't care if I win or lose, but I will not sit on injustice.
Who's stuck by you for 20 years of horrific texts? All right. Ori, Croydon. What is it, Tom?
Can I get a point or a couple of points for a story?
No.
Please. I've got
I'd
a
like to
really
hear
good
this story.
story. So I was in Waitrose. the
Oh
other day.
yeah.
Now, surely
Yeah.
this is the
With your
paywall
cravat
moment.
on.
I was in Waitrose,
Yeah.
and we went there after getting some shopping, and we put the basket down in the bit where you put the food before you go and pay. And we went down, sat down, and my son got a tea cake, toasted tea cake. And we sat there. I was drinking a flat white, and we waited a bit, and there's no tea cake. It just wasn't coming. And my wife said, "Oh, bet they've forgotten that." And I was like, "Give it a minute." And they had clearly forgotten it. And I went up and said, "Oh, we ordered a tea cake," and they were like, just shrugged. And I said, "Can we get a tea cake, please?" And then she tried to charge me for the tea cake. I said, "No, we bought the tea cake." She said, "Have you got a receipt?" I said, "No, my wife paid for it." She was in the baby changing my daughter's nappy at the time, so I had no proof that we'd ordered this tea cake. I just said, "We're over there, we've ordered a tea cake. Can we have a tea cake, please?" At the same time this was going on, one of the staff there came out. It was 3:00, and one of them came out with a tray of really posh-looking baguette-style sandwiches. Right, because it had gone 3:00, they were giving them out for free to anybody in the cafe. But I was stood up complaining about a tea cake not being served that I'd paid money for. And they went round all the tables in the cafe. My son was sat there, and I was telling him, get a sandwich. I was mouthing to him, get a sandwich. And he was just sat there going, "No, I'm not doing that. Get my tea cake." And I went back with a tea cake that was only half toasted in the end. They really didn't do a good job. And I said, "Why do you not get a sandwich?" He said, "I just didn't want a sandwich." And I was like, "We could have had a free sandwich." And everyone else in the cafe got a free sandwich, and I didn't.
I think this should be clipped out and then posted on Twitter and tag Waitrose in it.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Clip that out, but put in all those effects you see on TikTok where like spins and like there's glitter and there's constant.
Oh, get any points?
For that story?
Yeah.
For the injustice, go on, get one point.
One?
Yeah. And can you give Richie a point as well to stop him sulking, Connor?
No, I don't want it.
Take Richie's points off him for sulking. Take a point off him. Take a point off him for his fucking attitude. Take a point off him and give it to Burns for his fucking attitude.
Nobody in this call are better friends than Jim and Richie.
All right, Connor, please put us out of our misery. What are the final scores?
All right, so in last place, it's me with 3 points.
That's a good effort because you weren't competing.
Yeah. Next up is Richie, with 5 points. Minus is 1 from that. Next up, it's Tom with 11 points.
Wow.
He gained 1 off the story. That's pretty good.
That's
11.
really good.
Owen on 15. Pretty good, right? Not bad. Kelsey's on 16. Respectable, no shenanigans there. Burns was on 16 for joint second place. And then you gave him a point for the tantrum. And you've given him another point now.
Fuck you, Jim.
So now he's at second place 100%. So Kelsey's in third.
Let the entire room
Burns
turn
second.
against Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
And then Alex,
I'm fuming.
Alex wins it. 20 points. Clean.
Nice round number.
There's a genuine running joke about Alex constantly winning and always being ahead on the big leaderboard and everything. And it's not a conscious decision, like we don't collude or anything. And I can't believe at the end of this you just managed to win. It just means Alex is just that good at the game. But
He just plays video games, which, you know, but
And,
try not to.
Yeah.
And Owen told me the other day, Owen was until today on a 100% win rate, and Owen told me over WhatsApp that if that percentage goes down by even 0.1, he would not be speaking to me again. So
This is my last appearance on this podcast, but I've had a great time. Thank you for having me.
it's been great. Thank you. So Donaldson is once again the overall winner of this game, apparently for all time. Burns fans are going to be disappointed. Tom fans are going to be disappointed. Owen fans will be disappointed. Richie fans are just going to be expecting this.
Yeah, I was going to say they'll get exactly what they've expected.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And Kelsey fans are gonna insist that she was robbed.
Well, she was literally robbed.
Yeah, literally.
Literally robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Connor, I think you've done really well.
Yeah,
So
I like how you haven't mentioned he has any fans.
I'm a Connor fan.
I'm a Connor fan.
yeah.
I love your guys' previous work on stuff.
Right.
You mean when we were on previous episodes?
Yeah, that, yeah.
Right, let's wrap up. I've got to
Burns
go.
gets that all the
I've got to
time.
go.
I liked when you were
Come
on
on.
Video Gamer wearing an eye patch, but nothing you've done since. I'm afraid if you're not a premium subscriber to VG247, this is the point where we leave you. But if you want to become a subscriber, just go to VG247.com and click on the Support Us page. And all the info's there. You get the extended podcast and other benefits as well. So go and do that while we do the extended bit for the people who've given us money. And we're going to do that right now. So bye.